So my name's Phil Jirman, and I teach at St Clair's High School in Taree, which is a co-educational 7 to 12 school, and I went over to Boulder, Colorado in the US to teach at a charter school for years 9 to 12. It was very different. At school, the students, the first class I went to, some of the students turned up in their pyjamas with their cereal, and they put it on the desk and started eating it. I got over that, and then a few days later I would be teaching a werewolf, or they would turn up with wings or a tail or something like that. So it was very different to the school that I'd been at, which was uniforms, polished shoes. The school was set up as a charter school, so it was set up to cater for students who felt they needed something other than a normal education. So the emphasis was on making the students feel comfortable, and I guess in catering a lot more for the students' individual needs. There were some really bright students. Many of them spoke many languages. They were interested in their own learning, so they had a fairly good idea of how they learnt. They would relate well to other people and adults. They were very interested in equity, and they took responsibility for their own learning. Some of the interesting in-servicing that we had was lockdown, where we spent a day without the students there, but we got the Boulder Police Department to come in, brandishing all of their rifles and pretending that they were terrorists trying to shoot us with blanks and things like that, which was pretty scary, and it was very stressful trying to cower in your classroom, trying to avoid being shot by a police officer / terrorist while they were coming around to see if you followed all the procedures to lock all of your doors and things like that. This is my second exchange, but it's great to go away and do things differently, meet other people, try different things, even though some of them might fail and some of them might succeed. I took my son, he really enjoyed school. If you ask my son what the best thing about America was, he'll say school every time, because it was really different, and he got to do things in a different way than he'd ever experienced before in Australia. It can be very, very rewarding. There are a lot of challenges that you will experience along the way, and you have to have a very open mind, I guess, and be very flexible. There are a lot of rewards, and you get to meet lots of different people, go and do a lot of things that you wouldn't normally do. Taking my family out of their comfort zone and experiencing something different was really good for them. I think they've grown as a result.